Hello, and welcome to a Flowcat stream. I am adjusting my mic. I said on my last stream that, like, okay, where my mic is, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the pop guard thing isn't around it all. I don't know. My mic peaks randomly, and I'm sick of trying to figure it out. So I'm, you know what? If it happens, it happens. It's only for like a partial second. You know what? It's probably the attack speed of my compressor. It's probably too slow. Well, anyway, I'm not going to mess with it. Anyway, welcome Remser, Prime Numbers, Ryun, and whoever else may be here. Welcome to a Flowcat stream. Happy to have you here. Happy to be here on this wonderful Thursday. As my structured schedule now in Rodats, as my structured schedule lets you know, I stream now on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and that is official because it's on my channel banner. That makes it real. So on Sundays we do variety, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays it's Genshin. Okay, so we're gonna be doing dailies, and then Abyss, and then probably some world quests. And Exhausted Axolotl and Cryocar, welcome everybody. I gotta flip some laundry real fast, just real fast. I forgot that I have some stuff in the washer, and I don't want to wait till the end of stream, so I'm just gonna do that super fast. So everyone get comfy, get settled in, and you know, like, drop a like on the stream. Just a couple things before I run over and do that real quick. I have my Twitch pinned in my YouTube chat, and I've decided to start multi-streaming as of like I don't know, it's been like a month or a couple weeks or something. Anyway, every time I stream, I will be on Twitch and YouTube. So you can watch on whatever platform you want. I have Twitch chat as well as YouTube chat here, but I do not have Twitch alerts. I do check Twitch from time to time to see if I have any new follows or anything, but yeah. Also, guys, I got a haircut. I actually went and got my haircut for the first time since the pandemic started, because my split ends were so bad. They were so bad. You could probably see it, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see the end of my hair, but yeah, I had to cut off they had to take off like 2.5, almost 3 inches, because it was frazzled. But anyway, it looks much better now. It's much easier to brush, although it is shorter, which makes me sad. So it's gonna be probably 3 months to get back what I lost, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Oh, we have a Discord link. See, I meant to like plug a bunch of stuff. I started talking about my hair. We have a Discord link in the description of the live stream. We got friendly people in there. We don't get too many new people in there nowadays, but we do have a rather decently sized, friendly Genshin community where you can engage in safe discourse without feeling like people are going to jump down your throat in some weird gatekeepy way about things that they think you should know, because they've been playing Genshin for almost 3 years and they're like, don't understand what real life is anymore. But that's besides the point. Discord, that was that. What else? I mean, I have a Patreon. If you look at my description of my stuff, you'll see my links and whatnot. You know what I mean? Okay, let me go flip that laundry real fast. I'll be right back. All right. See, that didn't take very long. Not very long at all. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day or night or whatever you're doing. I'm gonna launch the game. So that's happening. Letting it boot up. Yeah. I don't know. I could, chat about some stuff. I think I'm gonna just keep saving my Primo gems. I'm thinking, okay, I don't really have a character that I specifically waiting for right now, so I don't look at leaks, as many of you probably know. Man, my face is kind of washed out a little bit. Oh well. Anyway, my brain is all over the place today. I apologize. I'm a little sleepy, and also, yeah, I'm just scattered brained today. That's okay. But anyway, the point is, the thing is, the stuff you believe through all of yours. Oh yeah, saving wishes. Yeah, right. So I don't know who I want to save for. If Baizu is, we're gonna find out about him tomorrow, right? By the way, I will wait. Will I be able to stream tomorrow? I might be able to stream tomorrow for the that's tomorrow, right? The live stream in like 12 hours. You need to save for Baiju. Yeah, you see, if I like his kit at C0, I might go for him. or just like not like actively like go hard for him, but like I might try to get like C0 with whatever I have, and if I don't get him, then you know, whatever. But other than that, I don't has no ideas what's eyes, feels, likes doing. I kind of feel like, okay, here's honestly, as someone who does a lot of team building, there are a couple kinds of units that I really want to see added to the game. Let me just open up the, let's go ahead and do the thing. Anyway, so like Hydro, we need more Hydro. Hydro is used in so many teams, and the thing about Genshin now, basically, in my opinion, the thing about Genshin is it's not really about meta. It's more about finding the flavors you like. Like, you're going to an ice cream store, right? You wouldn't go in and say blueberry choco chunk or blue raspberry or whatever it is better than, you know, your toffee or your Neapolitan or your chocolate chip cookie dough. You know, you wouldn't say that one is inherently better than the other. What you would do is you would say, this is the one that I like. I would like this one. And as a matter of fact, in ice cream stores, they let you sample things, which is just fantastic. If only there was an equivalent. Oh wait, there is. Anyway. Yeah, so I think that's kind of how Genshin is nowadays, that you really should just be pulling for preference. But yeah, I want more Hydro units because specifically Kokomi, I use her all the time in team building. And it's partially because she's a healer. Like, one thing we need, more Hydro units for sure. More healers. If we had more options for healers, our team building options would skyrocket, because when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, when you're like really looking at team building, one of the biggest limiting factors are your healers, because you have to think about, like, okay, if you're doing team building, you know, you come up with a template for a team idea, you know, but you can start anywhere you want, but like, you might be like, oh, okay, I want to run an overvape team with Dia. So I need a lot of Hydro, I need a little bit of Electro, and then I need Dia. And so you're like, okay, what Hydro do I need? And then you start filtering out what characters do or do not work with that character. And then you start going over to the Electro, you're like, oh, what? Well, if you're like, let's say Kuki actually does work really well with Dia, but let's say Kuki had negative synergy with Dia for some reason. Like, let's say they were a very poor matchup. You don't really have many other options. And luckily, we do have Dory, who is another Electro healer option. But you know what I mean? Like, what I'm getting at is that, like, healers limit your team building potential sometimes, because you might not have an appropriate healer or shielder. I'm the kind of person who, like, I personally prefer to just run one healer on a team, and I don't really like to do shielders. This team is actually really uncommon for me to run like a shielder and a healer at the same time. But Jean is kind of like a burst heal, so I feel like it's kind of nice. But yeah, most of my teams just have a healer on it. I really don't mess with a shielder too often. I don't know what it is. Shielder gameplay just never really appealed to me too very much. Not when people dismiss a variety of healers and supports. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna do that though. You know what? Like, I'm just, it's just the way people are, right? Like, people just have this big obsession with being the DPS. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you go to, and this is something that, like, you can find in any RPG. If you go, let me condense my resin real quick. It's bugging me. Yes. Teapot. Go. If you play any RPG, people just spam the DPS role. That's the most common role. Everyone wants to be the DPS. Everyone wants to be the big hero. Everyone wants to say, oh, I'm the one who killed the boss. Even though a DPS in most RPGs can't get anywhere without good support. In like an actual team building RPG. You know what I mean? And that's very true in Genshin. I mean, like, let's be real. DPSs in Genshin are some of the worst DPSs. Like, individually, if you take a DPS in Genshin Impact, they're terrible. Even the really good ones like Hu Tao and stuff, like if they're just on a team by themselves, they're just not that good. And it's really when you start doing reactions and synergies and all that stuff that it just brings it together. Like, you gotta have the supports. Getting cereal, that sounds lovely. I saw something where they're like, there's some legislation happening. They're trying to make it so that they can't call cereal healthy anymore because it's literally just like sugar frosted sugar bombs. Do you prefer a healer that deploy area heal, the kind that follows, or instant heal? I would say that I really like Jean's instant heal burst. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's my top fave. I do. It's less consistent, but it's just how I'm used to playing a healer. In a lot of RPGs, your healer is like your oh shit button. You know, you swap in, you're like, oh, heal, and then everybody heals or whatever. But close second would be the kind that follows you, like Kuki. Outside of Jean, I think Kuki would be like the ideal healer for two reasons. She has 100% uptime on her healing. Kuki has 0 downtime. That, you know, as soon as her healing is, you know, you can just keep it going. And that's just really good. What was the other? Oh, and it follows you. Yeah. And honestly, like, her Electro application is really nice as well. Honkai Star Rail content creator value supports. Oh, really? Interesting. Me as a tank, I keep y'all away from the harm's way. Exactly. Tank is very fun gameplay, and people underestimate. Like, people think they want to be the DPS all the time, but I find that rather than being the one spamming the attack button the most, I think it's more fun to play a class that counters mechanics. Like, you have tanks that often just literally, like, if a DPS were standing in the same spot as that tank, they would just instantly die, and the tank's like, no, you know. And it's just like, you just love to see it. Just feels so good. And then also, like, healers, you know, someone screws up really badly and they think they're about to die, and you just swoop in and you're like, not today. Not today. Oops, I just did not mean to do that, but Dia just got mad. She was like, not today. Anyway. As long as I know what I'm doing, I love being a tank. Otherwise, it's nerve-wracking. Yeah, tank. That's the thing. Playing support does require more game knowledge. With a DPS, most of the time, as long as you just look up the mechanics you have to avoid, and then you just, you know, you just attack or whatever. But like for tanks and supports, it's often like your job to know all the mechanics and kind of know what attacks, you know, you need to taunt, what attacks you need to, you know, do whatever. So you could say I'm kooky for kooky. Oh boy, she's great though. She's like she is like an ideal healer in a lot of ways, because she has the elemental application too. That's another thing that people really underestimate in Genshin, as far as like viability for teams and strength in general, is that elemental application provides you a lot. Like, we see this over and over, like Kokomi, for instance, even before they buffed her damage with the clam set and everything. Just the fact that she dumps out hydro like no one else, you know what I mean? Not really like no one else, but you know what I mean. She dumps out a ton of hydro, and it's very consistent. Good uptime. It's just, it automatically brings use to her kit. I hate that you have to use Animo for this. I mean, I get that it's a part of the realism or whatever, but oh god, my teams are all, I feel like my teams are all messed up for some reason, even though they're not. I had to like take my teams and do this Dia showcase video, and so like I have all these extra Dia teams chilling around here that I guess I can just get rid of them. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah. Okay, those are just extras. And there we go. Oh, and I can just whoop. Can you actually, oh, you can shoot directly on it. That's interesting. I did not know. The punch dodged it. Oh. Bloom. Hello. And she's perfect for Hyper Bloom. Yes. Like, people really got obsessed with, like, okay, we have a lot of units like that demand a lot of elemental application. I've been kind of talking about this with Dia, is that it's one of the more underrated facts about Dia, is that she does not require a lot of elemental application to consistently react on her attacks, which makes her damage ceiling easier to hit and makes her team building options more flexible. Meanwhile, you have some units that only have like literally one option for, you know, viable stuff or whatever. Oh, you smacked me. Couldn't see because of the rock. Can you just... Oh, that didn't crit. It made me sad. I really need to... I need to work on my Mona. She needs help. Her artifacts are okay, I guess. Like, I don't really understand how emblem works, like how to balance it, you know? Like, most of the time I understand stat balancing really well, but I never really cared about riding that much. Oh. So I never really learned about stat balancing or like whatever for emblem, as far as like crit damage versus ER or whatever. So I kind of just put a set together, and I mean, it works, you know, she always has a burst, but I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I should raise her talents a little more, but probably not today. Unless they're available. Although, I think she's resistance, right? I freaking hate that domain. It's such a crappy domain. It makes me so sad. Can you crit? My god, you have like 70% crit rate. Like, what is wrong with you? You know what? I'm curious about something. Oh, really? Oh! How'd that shield help you there, buddy? It didn't. That's right. It didn't. What was I gonna yeah, I need to figure out how Mona works better. Her burst still confuses me. I don't really understand. I think there's something where you have to, like, when she casts her burst, there's like a delay where if there's already pyro on an enemy or an element, the application, she'll be the one to trigger the reaction when she casts her burst. But if the enemy already has hydro on them, or like just is frozen, I guess, or something, then it won't proc the reaction, and you can trigger the reactions off of her hydro application. It's just I haven't used her much before, so it's a little bit confusing. Oh, buddy. Hi. But there's also something I do want to test out for stop moving. Stop that now. Actually, I probably should have put the field up first because it goes up. So if I had put the field down, I could have killed it faster. Anyway, I would be doing my dailies, but I'm currently doing a quiz. Oh, fun. Pay attention, class. There will be a quiz. I remember hearing that. Once you're done, you'll do them. Nice. Nice. So I wanted to find out if... Really? Freaking rude, my guy. Oh, hello. Did you come to say hello? Oh, I was gonna recast the skill. So this right here, when you're underwater and it pops that thing up, what does that scale off of? Is that skill damage? I would assume it's elemental skill damage. I never see anyone use it, but like if you can buff up the damage, even though it's really low damage, it's like kind of consistent. It's also kind of fun to zoom around in the fights. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so once dailies are done, I'm gonna check resin, and then we're gonna go into the abyss. Into the abyss. There's not very long. 1 day left. So. No. No. Wait, it's nice now that they finally fixed we don't get constantly stuck. What do you mean? Oh yeah, with the running. Yes, with the Mona and stuff. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, that update was huge. It was cathartic as heck. I went to Sumeru and I just like glided over some vines and stuff and I was just like, oh. It used to be like a pebble would stop you dead in your tracks. It's impossible. Impassable and impossible. An impossible rock. Okay, so it is not resistance day. Sure. That's actually kind of nice though, because I don't want to do that. Real quick, I want to see. Pretty sure I have. Yeah. I could level up the burst. Or I could level up the skill. I am definitely going to double crown. My dear. It's almost like if you say her name very lackadaisically, it's almost like you're saying my dear. Like, my dear. Yeah. If you don't enunciate. Yeah. Gotta get these weeklies done. Oh, I should do the cooking one too. While I'm at it. Cook some stuffs. Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be pretty chill with Genshin until Fontaine. I would expect, you know, Baiju is going to be pretty hype for a lot of people that have been waiting a long time, which is cool and everything. But after that, I think if I had to speculate, we're probably going to get Varka as like a surprise unit before Fontaine. And then I would expect basically, you know, not much until Fontaine drops. So probably have a while until, you know, things get really spicy again. But that's okay, because it's good to have time to like build units and catch up and do the things that fall on the wayside. Things are really hype when new regions come out, but afterwards it's like, if it were always like that, like 2 new units every patch or like a new unit every patch, it would just be insane. It would be impossible to keep up. We back in the filler patches. Yeah, best time to save. Exactly. And we know what reruns are going to be coming, so it's not like, you know what I mean. There's a lot less guesswork. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do all 15. I know I only have to do 5, but like, I'm not just gonna leave it at 5 out of 15. What kind of monster would that make me? I wonder what his special. Oh, that is honestly hilarious. A desired. Oh my god, that is so on the nose, guys. Just so on the nose. Oh wow, that reference. Powerful stuff. Oh, almost missed it. I really hope we get another Archon quest. We should be getting, like, we're in the interim, so we just got done with the Sumeru chapter, so we usually get like some heavy lore between the regions. People for some reason don't expect it. Like, I don't know why they never expect it, but yeah, usually after the region, Dane's Leaf will pop in and he's like gonna, you know, do his stuff or whatever, and then we get some big lore before we go into the next region usually, which is nice. It's nice because like even between regions, like we're still getting like good story, good whatever, which is part of what keeps me coming back. I still have not done the Archon quest though. I will say this is the first time that I've waited this long to do an Archon quest, and it feels weird. But I'm thankful for everyone not spoiling for me. I'm pretty sure there's like one more stage that I have to do for that. Oh, it's like 50 Primo Gems, right? Yeah, I'll go get 50. Yeah, let's go get 50 Primo Gems. Let's go get the Primo Gems. The Perma Gems. Can I teleport directly to you? No. That's the worst game I've ever played in my life. These developers hate us. I'm just kidding. Hey everybody, if you're enjoying the stream, go ahead and drop a like. That would be super great. Make me happy. Make people that watch me happy. It's good. It's good. And you know what? This is something I don't normally ask, but I'm having trouble growing my channel, and help push me to 2K. If you guys got friends that play Genshin, you know, maybe ask them to push my channel to, you know, just be like, hey, here's a Flowcat, and just, I don't know. Also, oh, I did say, hold on. Let me just go there so she doesn't. I did say that the Dia video was going to be this week, but I talked to Lay, and Lay wants to do like a channel trailer that he's done. Actually, he's done a couple channel trailers. There's someone, oh my gosh, what's their YouTube name? I think it's like Aqua or something like that. Anyway, Lay did a channel trailer for someone else, and it was fun, and it was also good. So he's going to do a channel trailer for me, which is being worked on now. And then after that, it's going to be the Dia team showcase video. So both of those might be this week, or it might be like the channel trailer and then the Dia one like at the end of I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out next week on. Okay. It boosts my serotonin. Every time I see flows, likes, and subs grow. I have depression, so you better be hitting that like button. Exactly. We have to cure the depression. Fight against depression. Hit the like button. It's beautiful. Oh! I saw this. Someone shared this in Discord. I don't even have Mika. Like, I don't even have Mika. I'll take 100 Primo Gems. They're not Primo Gems. They're Fremo Gems. Yo, honestly, if they give out more of these potions, like I know this isn't really like a good amount right here, but we honestly we got a lot of these from the new adventures journal thing they added. But these are kind of juicy. I low-key kind of like it when they give me the artifact. It's like one of the only things that's just always in demand. Like it doesn't matter how, like I have 13 million Mora, but I never have enough artifact EXP. Ever. Ah, yes. A nerf to niche supports, but Fremo Gems. I mean, wasn't it just like a misstatement or something? Like did his thingy, I mean, it's like 5 stamina different. I just don't care. But yes, those 100 Primos are more useful than Mika to me. Yeah, I don't have any use for Mika right now. I like the attack speed boost. I think it's fun, but I just also have no motivation to pull on these banners. I already kind of forgot. Okay, no, I remember how to do this. God, what the heck am I supposed to do? Okay, I think we're just gonna go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. No, this. There we go. No. Yes. No. No. Yeah. 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 I mean, it doesn't matter. I feel like team building in this doesn't matter, which is fine. I mean, it does a little bit, but you know what I mean. It's not all that important. Okay, so can you go ahead and get your stuffs ready? Maybe I'll just wait a little bit. Oh, yeah, go get that. Oh, watch out. You're gonna get hit. Run! Oh, too late. Okay, we do that. Press that one. And then we shoot. Okay, go grab that. And then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna just do some spin to win. Oh, run! No, don't run into it, you goober! Oh, you freaking goober, man. Go! Spin! Win! Oh, please don't die. There we go. Healers are OP in this. Why are you not dead? Why is this thing not dead? Kill it. There we go. Oh, thanks for grabbing that. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. Press E. Then we do E. And then we go. Big damage. Good damage. Keep it going. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Got bills to pay, got mouths to feed. Ain't nothing in this world for free. All right. Hit it, buddy. Heal a little bit. Do a little bit of that. What? Oh, yeah, do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no. Yes. Go Go over here. Grab that. Grab it. Oh, dodge. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they're destroying me. Oh. Oh, don't die. Don't die. Don't die. We don't die. We don't die here. That does not happen. Okay. Hit him. Oh, 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 wow. Okay. Now, if more of them were like that, this would have been more interesting. That was actually good. I'm partial towards. What is this third option? I'm not partial to anything. Okay. I prefer to emphasize cooperation, definitely. Competitive clashes are really important, sure, but we prefer that future challenges test bonds between us and our fungi. More challenges that will test your coordination with one another, where effective communication will allow you and your like how if I didn't heal, my fungi would have died. Thanks for your hard work. Yay, that was a pretty fun event. Okay. Yeah, it definitely sounds like they're gonna keep it going, which makes me happy. It's good to see more like returning events, like things that they actually want to do over and over. Because I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that got annoying in the earlier years of Genshin, which I feel like they're starting to get into a more of a groove with, like eventually I could see them having, you know, you have TCG events, you have fungi events, you have festival events. Like we already have, you know, certain events that happen yearly, like the Lantern Rite. Oh my god, my brain farted so hard. Lantern Rite, like Wind Bloom, you know, all that good stuff. But also, if the events themselves repeat it, because honestly, I get so sick of learning new mini games. That's what I was gonna say. I get so sick of learning new mini games. And in the first 2 years of Genshin, I've learned how to play so many stupid mini games. Golden Apple, yes, yes. Yes. Oh, the Aranara quest is so long. I finally, yes, it is so long. I needed the Sumeru craftables, which you only get. Yes, that is a good incentive to finish it. Otherwise, it does drag a lot. I as someone who likes quests and stuff, it's just like, I don't know. I appreciate that the Aranara have their way of speaking and that they write the text in line, like they didn't break. I don't know, they just like they kept with it, you know, they kept it true to the Aranara. But man, it's exhausting to read them talk forever, like having to interpret what the Aranara is saying is just exhausting when it's like buttloads of quests, you know. It's like, oh, do a little quest, oh, interpret a little bit of what they're saying, oh, okay. But when it's like, let's go on this saga where everyone you talk to is gonna sound like cryptic but also use really simple language, like they use like really simple symbolic language. And yeah, Shane, welcome. It's just, you know what I mean, it's like, ugh. But I mean, I like it. It's just, it is a lot. And I mean, it's clearly meant to be done over like a period of time, which is what they're doing. They're like setting up, like in Sumeru, I feel like doing all the quests in Mondstadt and Leeway, it's like, you know, that's no big deal. It's not going to take that long. I mean, it takes plenty of time, trust me, but like, it's not that long. And then Inazuma isn't, you know, there's plenty of quests and stuff to do, but it's like the main quest especially isn't that long. And then you get to Sumeru, and it's like, welcome to, like, in this region, how many hours of quest content do you think is in Sumeru? 40, 50, 60? Like, most AAA games don't even have main stories that reach 30 hours, 40 hours. And they were like, the R&R request, I'm pretty sure the R&R requests by itself take like 20 hours. So if you can't get through all of that, then this is the story gatekeeper right here. This is where it's like, do you actually care enough about the story to keep playing this game or not? Because if not, good luck. Good luck. All right. Yeah, don't speedrun Sumeru world quests. I keep learning that the hard way. Yeah, that's why I've been, like, honestly, I got really careful. Like, I made sure not to, like, start a bunch of quests when I got in. You know what I mean? Like, I still have, oops. Oh yeah, no, it's pretty clean. Like, I don't have like 500 quests clogging this all up. I just leave them out there. I don't start them until I'm ready to do it, because otherwise I feel like it just gets so confusing. It gets so confusing. That happened to me with Inazuma. When Inazuma first came out, like, for like a couple weeks afterwards, you just have so many quests and you're just like, you know. Those world quests were amazing, worth every minute. Nice. Yeah, also, I mean, I really do like that they do the nerdy crap where they've been working harder and harder on the world quests and the writing and even the events, the event quest. I mean, just overall, it's like consistent improvement, and it's like, it's good. Actually, before we do Abyss, let's go ahead and take care of these. I have not been doing my reputation weeklies. As you can tell, I'm only level 8. So, latest series of Jet Quest, I'm staying up late unintentionally. Nice. Unfortunately, I'm not caught up, but I will get there eventually. Eventually. Windbloom was adorable. Oh my gosh, Windbloom was so cute. Oh no, he's this guy's immune to Electro. That's like a big part of my damage. Crap. I use Electro a lot. Okay. We'll go freeze. Yeah, Windbloom was so good. Not gonna lie. And it's almost like it's almost, I don't know. The fact that they put something, like they write stories and stuff and have character development in events, on one hand, it really does make you feel like you're like witnessing something happening. You know what I mean? Like when you're in Mondstadt, in Windbloom, and you're like, they're like, the fact that they've started introduce, like, okay, when we first had festivals, like there weren't characters standing around all the time and stuff. Like this is stuff they've worked on over time. But having characters just stand around and being able to interact with them, doing all that dang stuff, it just, oh man, it makes it feel like the festival is actually happening, like in the game world, which is good. The more they do that, the better, because like I'm all for that immersion. I'm all for that immersion. Okay. Invulnerable to Hydro, eh? What? What are you doing? There we go. Good thing. Good thing I don't need Hydro damage for this team. I just need Hydro application. Where that though? Where that though? Oh. I always forget that you can go from in the menu and you can hit check map or whatever and it'll take you right to it. Look at that little fungi. The oculi are so annoying. Like Mondstadt was fine, but they keep upping the number. Oh yeah, they keep upping the numbers, yeah, for sure. It's just, I think it's just to elongate the hunt, you know, which is pretty artificial. It's not actually making it harder. It's just like, I feel like, in my opinion, the oculi have become this thing where it's like not really a challenge to find them anymore. I mean, it was never like super duper hard or anything, but you know, I don't know. Oh, and now you're dead. Thank you. Thank you, come again. I don't think you have to get the one with the complete statue. No, that's true, that's true. I just, when they add a bunch of them, it feels like they just start putting them everywhere. And also, I've never really liked that the oculi are on your minimap. That's a personal thing. Like, I know a lot of people like that. But to me, I'm not a big fan. Because it removes the difficulty. It's for the same reason that I don't look up guides for like puzzles. Because I like to do them. Like, I like to solve them. I'm not just like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, I have a big issue with people, not with the people themselves, but with the way some people play, where they just like follow guides and they just go to the interactive map and they just see where everything is and then they just go and grab it. It's just like, you are just being at that point, it's like, what's the difference between you and a taskmaster? Like, what's the difference between your experience and botting the game? If you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's it's just weird. I personally feel like the joy in it is from the actual participation in the thing, the game itself, not from checking a box of like, I have the thing now, so now I can be like, I have the thing and stuffs, which is like no issue to. I'm not trying to, like, you know, anyone that likes it or whatever, it's your thing, it's your thing, it's chill. I use guides when I'm stuck. Yeah, if you're stuck, that's fine. I mean, trust me, if I get super stuck on something and I'm like super fed up, like, yeah, I'll look it up eventually. But a lot of Genshin, one thing I like about Genshin is the puzzles really aren't that hard. Although there are some puzzles in Genshin where it's like, there's no obvious way to know the answer and it's like some order-based thing and it just feels like it's like guessing. Cool, so we got that done. So now we can do the weekly questy poos. The questy poos. We gotta go give some apples. Give apples. Better to resort to a guide than a rage quit. Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of how I view guides. Like, you know, if it's gonna affect the enjoyment of the game, I'll look up a guide. For sure. But I almost bemoan that, like, in situations where games, like, if a game is designed in a way where it makes you feel like you have to look up the information in order to be able to play through the game in the first place, that to me signifies an issue with the game's fundamental design. Now, I mean, like, obviously it's always optimal to look up a guide or whatever, but like, I'm just talking about games where it's like, oh, I don't know. I can't think of a specific example off the top of my head. They give you an in-game treasure compass too. Yeah, I don't use it. I haven't used the treasure compass or the interactive map ever. I'd be too if they weren't on the mini map. It's just like, honestly, like, especially the treasure compass. I feel like the treasure compass takes the fun away of like finding a chest. You know what I mean? Like, when I find a chest, it's not the 1.5 primo gems that gets my grills cooking. You know what I mean? It's the like, oh, I found a thing. You know, like, oh, I found a thing. It's like in Breath of the Wild when you find a Korok seed. You're like, I found a Korok seed. It's literally poop. Korok seed is just actual poop from the Koroks. You are a poop farmer in Breath of the Wild, and you better be happy to do it. Every time you pick a turd off the ground, you feel like a champion. Oh God. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, you son of a gun. I saw that dude coming for me and I was like, maybe I should do something about that. And then I realized I wasn't going to do anything about it. Oh, no, don't run out of hydro. Oh, you ran out of hydro. That's okay. That missed. Mona. Rude. Oh, also, we're outside the circle, buddy. Cha! Okay, now die. Oh, no. Oh, die. Oh, oh, yep. Oh. Okay. Those guys are so annoying sometimes. Like they just block everything for no reason, and it's like, can you stop? Where is it? That one. Speaking of the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom is about a month away. Yeah, how's everyone feeling about Tears of the Kingdom after the gameplay release stuff that they showed? I've seen some polls showing that a large minority of the Zelda community is rather disappointed with Tears of the Kingdom, and it's a nuanced conversation, obviously, because like Nintendo's marketing is always super vague. Like I think before Breath of the Wild came out, no one really understood why. Like if you would ask someone pre Breath of the Wild, like why do you think this game is going to be so good, they'd probably just say like it's Zelda, and it's also a new Zelda game, and it's also like you're playing Link, and like you know. But after it comes out, everyone's like, oh, look at all this stuff they did. Oh god, it's so good. You're not so far. I like the fusing system. I really like the fusing system as well. I think it's very clever. I'm really worried though, because Nintendo, oh, look at that. The circle fits so perfectly with that. I want to make it line up really well. It'll please my senses. It'll make my brain go brr if I can get that to line up. Okay. It's imperfect. Oh gosh. It's actually good practice anyway to like practice placement for it, because she kind of moves forward a little bit when you tap it, but when you cast it, it's like, it's almost like she puts it almost like underneath where you're standing. Because if I yeah, it's like right in front of her. She like reaches down right in front of her and pulls it up. It's like almost underneath her. And then from standing still, if I tap it, it moves forward. So that's like, it was pretty much, yeah, okay. What? Oh yeah. Oh, now if only you can get those little parts to line up perfectly, that would be so good. But that would be a lot harder. Oh, I didn't recast it. Sag. Zelda Breath of the Minecraft. Yeah, but Nintendo has a tendency to, is the new Abyss reset? No, not yet. Nintendo has a tendency to patent things like that, so I'm a little worried they'll patent the crap out of that fusion system and then no one else will be able to use it. But it does seem like it's gonna, People are gonna go, speedrunners are gonna go crazy with the fusing system. Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about it. The part that makes me excited isn't the goofy like putting a boulder at the end of a stick part. Like they obviously showed that out because, or showed that off because it's like the least impressive part of it. It's kind of just goofy and fun. But like you can see that enemies drop body parts that look like sword blades and stuff like that. So it looks like you're basically going, you take a stick, you take a horn, you slap it all together, and you get a sword. You can make your own sword. So I think that sounds cool. It's honestly, Tears of the Kingdom is almost like they're adding a lot of like survival crafting mechanics. Like if you guys have seen Sons of the Forest, it's almost like Tears of the Kingdom is taking a lot of like the immersive survival mechanics kind of side of things, even though it's Nintendo, so it's obviously like goofy, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's really cool. One thing I want to find out about though is like they have that one recall ability where it's like it takes a physics object and it recalls it along the path. So like a rock that falls down from the Sky Islands, you can use reverse. Hey Big Red, you can use reverse to like make it go all the way back up to the Sky Islands. Is the game constantly recording and updating the pathing data for every single physics object in Tears of the Kingdom? Like honestly, I don't understand how Breath of the Wild runs on the Switch, and I don't understand how Tears of the Kingdom is gonna run on the Switch. I don't get it. But yeah, I want to know how they did that, because that's really interesting. Like I think a lot of systems would struggle to have something like that where they can have like actual physics engines and then these things, unless you can't recall everything. Like certain items might not be physics items and they might go along a predicted trajectory, and the recall might just, you know, reverse the trajectory of a scripted thing. But it looks like you can use it on physics objects. They showed it off as a way to get to the Sky Island. Yeah, games have been combining items since old Sierra point and click games. I don't think Nintendo can patent that. Yeah, but well, they can patent the specific fusion mechanic that they have. They can patent, which is unfortunate. It's really unfortunate because it does limit, like, other companies can use a fusion mechanic if they do that. It's just that they can't, if it's too similar, then Nintendo will take legal action against the developers that are doing it. So like they have to make sure they don't use the, like, for instance, this is a really cheeky one, or like a really obvious one. Ultra Hand was a toy that Nintendo made, and it's also the name of one of the skills in Tears of the Kingdom. So if a developer did a mechanic named Ultra Hand, they would be like, no, we patented the Ultra Hand. That's ours. You can't have that. And they would sue the crap out of them. Now, the unfortunate part is that they can also do that for something like fusion skill or whatever. So unfortunately, they can patent really broad game mechanics. It's just that like they are patenting. The patent is for the specific use case of the thing. So as long as whatever other developers are using is different enough, then it won't matter. Anyway, legal mumbo jumbo is what it is. So everyone said this one's really hard, right? Like hard for free to play. It looks, it's kind of the same. It's the same. That's this, right? Yeah, that's the same, right? Yeah. That's a little different. That's a little different. I hate the cubes. Oh God.
That's fun. Okay. Stop it. Stop putting bosses in the abyss that can just burrow underground or fly in the sky. Let's try something. Let's try something new. We're gonna do... Wait, nope. Wait. Oh, I meant to crown my DS skill earlier. I forgot. Do I want to use my Kooky version or my Yao Yao version? Oh, I have okay, I have to use my Yao Yao version. Ooh, Yao Yao is not well built. Ooh. Okay, well that's fine. She's the healer, but like, I'm gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Yao Yao, where are you? There you are. Oh my god, she's not even max ascended. Sheesh. Okay, oh, wait a minute. I always use Sara in this team. Oh. Crap. So I can't use my Tignari team if I do that. Then what team do I want to use? Also, why can't I just take my team presets? Like, why can't I just have my team presets and just... Like, what? Why can't I just grab it, drop it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm building the teams that I already have in my team menu. Like, why can't... That would be so nice. Wash. Hey, stall tactics. That seems fair. Delves shouldn't straight rip off each other. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't straight rip off each other, but it's just that it can be, like any legal thing, it can be abused. Of course, they put the most annoying cube in Abyss when I actually decided to do it. True, I forgot about that. What is that, second half? Shoot. Oh, I've been using my Tignari team so much in Abyss. I feel lost without it. I feel like I could just run my freeze team, but would that be unfair? Nah. Let's just do it. Whoa, what's going on with the... There we go. Oh, wait a minute. My freeze team uses skill. We can do this. We have the power. We have the technology. We can prevail. I have so many teams I could build. I still want to use my Tignari team. Just like using him with Sara so much, and I'm not used to playing him without her. I could use my Dahida team. Oh, I could use like my Sino team, or I could use. What about National with Sucrose? Oh, my Sucrose isn't built. Unfortunately. I could go Ito Bonk team. We could do... Maybe I'll just try a new Tignari team. Let's try... Cookie? Who can I use? Oh, I could use Nahida. Oh, I could use Nahida. Okay. Nahida, Cookie, Yai Miko. Although... Yeah, let's do... Wait. Yai Miko. Cookie. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. Is this the same team throughout Abyss? Yeah, I'm just gonna run. I don't like to redo chambers, so I always try to go through the entire Abyss. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, I don't think that this team is ready for Abyss. Mostly because of my Mona and because my Dia is still under construction, sort of, so to speak. But we're just gonna, I mean, they'll obviously plow through this first part, but let's just see how far this team can go before they really struggle. I also put them in the wrong order, as you do. Are you serious? They just floated above my... So rude. Come here. Get over here. Come on. Let's go. Let's party. Oh. That was weird. Why did the skill proc? Anyone else know? That was really bizarre. I didn't even get to see the damage numbers. Dang it. Because you were still... No, the enemy was outside the circle, though. The enemy has to be in the circle. Right? I can't look right now. Wait, no, yeah. It won't let me look. Hey, Radica. Oh, it would be great to actually use my Tignari. There we go. that was brain dead. Jeez, that was brain dead. Wow, that was so easy. That team's gonna soar through this. So, yeah. Okay. Whee! Ow! I forgot. Wrong order. Also, why are you... There we go. Like, why are you not critting at all? Also, I forgot to recast the skill. And we'll just go ahead and do this. Ugh. How are you... Why are you still alive? Dude. Yeah. There we go. It's like, I don't want to use my other skills on you. Oh, that was an accident. Although, actually, maybe that works out better for the rotation. I really can't tell. Did I recast it? Yeah. I'm also not used to playing this team under any pressure, so like, obviously it's gonna be kind of slow. Also trying not to use bursts. Goofy. I wish Abyss had checkpoints, like if you were stuck on a certain chamber, you could start it kind of... Yeah, you know, that's the thing. They do these things where they want you to like redo Abyss with different teams to like 36 star it, because they like put these weird things where like your team will work really well on the middle chamber, but not the ones like... God, stop running into the walls. Ow. Dude. Oh, okay, they're dead. Hey, King Flame. Oh, you were doing Tales of Vesperia? Nice. Love to see it. Having to swap teams mid-floor is rough. Yes. It's awful. Like, I just want to go through the entire Abyss. Like, add more floors and just let me run through the whole dang thing. Or just add infinite floors and just let it scale up until I can't take it no more. You know what I mean? Why do you not crit? It makes me so sad. What are you trying to say, Dia? You don't wanna do the damage. Okay, there we go. Also, enemies, when they fall, they can take the damage, which is really funny. Hey, that. I really gotta get these rotations down though for. Oh, see, that was satisfying. Okay. I'm gonna watch the live stream. Yes, I am. Although I will probably end up watching the YouTube premiere, if that's okay with everybody. Because one, it's not at the butt crack of dawn. And also, it is... Oh, the damage. Oh, it's so good. Oh, God. Sorry. Got a little excited there. Honestly, feel like... Yeah, I really haven't gotten to see this team's true potential because I haven't had to rotate through the full... I haven't had to do the full rotation yet. If there's an abyss floor 13, I pray it doesn't have a time limit if the amount of stars. Yeah. Floor 12 was brutal and was saying I don't mind Bliss of the 100 floors every time it was a weekly boss. Not sure if I've ever seen an abyss floor 13. Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I wish they spread out the... Like, if you look at the actual difficulty spike of the abyss, it's absurd. It goes from, like, this isn't bad to, oh my god, this... Oh! It's like, it's really exponentially... It gets way too tough, way too fast. And that's the thing about Genshin is that, like, the entire game is very easy outside of this little bubble in the game where it's really hard. And that is the big issue with it, is that, like, you know, you just get thrown into the fire. The difficulty curve between 11 and 12 is the greatest. Exactly. So when is it again? The live stream for me, it's at like, it's usually at like 6 or 8 in the morning. It's gonna be tomorrow. For me, like 12 hours or whatever. Ow. Oh, the timing. That was great. Also, that did like way more damage than it was supposed to, I think. They just keep running into the field and dying. Oh. See, he wasn't in the field either. Does it have more range? Like, is the range bigger than the field? Oh. Okay, you're supposed to die. And you're also supposed to die. Oh, this is a great opportunity to give you guys a butt whooping. Oh my gosh, she travels some distance. She travels some distance. It didn't proc that time? Wait, what didn't proc that time? That's rude. Oh my god, I didn't even get to hit him with Tignari. Okay. The DF field thing? Wait, it didn't proc that time? No, I thought it did. Oh yeah, I saw an overload. It's close enough. No. All right. The issue here is going to be with these dudes on the wing here, because they're going to be a pain in the butt. But I have a solution. It's called Kokomi. That's going to be a good test. Okay, that guy didn't proc it. Oh, but also they're getting proc from like other things too, so it's hard to tell. Oh, my burst is over. Oh, these are the only enemies in the... Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait. Oh. 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 Alright, he's dead. Anyone notice that every Archon's second story quest, like Andrea saw his boss in a big house? Just maybe quick for a period way. Yeah, it's like more. It's more cinematic, right? You know what I mean? Oh God. Oh, oh, oh. Man, I really don't want to redo this chamber. This is one of those things that like this chamber is not going to do. It's just not like good synergies for my. You're hitting my teammate. Okay, here we go. Nope. Hit the archer. Hit the archer. Yes. Hit the archer. Yes. Archer. Yes. Archer. Yes. No. Archer. Archer. Yes. And that hit 30,000 damage. Did I just hit 30,000 damage on that skill proc? That's pretty juicy. Okay, now we just have to not instantly die from that mage teleporting. And all will be well. Oh my God. That's absurd, man. God. Oh. Tignari, my man. My man. I remember when everyone was pooping on him too. That's your band standard character. Look at him now. Holy mother, the distance. What the frickin' holy crap, Dia. You just did a mini marathon. Wow, that was funny. I need this guy to die because he keeps healing the other guy. Can you die now? Thank you. And then we're just gonna do that. This guy's shield is dead. You're screwed. You're dead. Okay, now you're. I heard that guy die. The lightning just struck him, and he knew it was over. Oh, this should be really brain dead. Oh, these iframes though, you can't kill me if I'm always in an iframe. Oh God. Where are they? You. I don't know. Oh, I think that's the only one left. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and burst. Dia shred. She did. 75% pyro damage bonus. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Wait, which team has to fight Kenki? I thought I saw. Isn't Kenki in this one? Wait, wasn't I just here? Oh, okay. No, these guys are rude. Oh, I actually screwed that up pretty. See, he was like outside the field. Well, maybe not. Okay, can you calm down, please? I should have buffed beforehand. It's okay. Nope. Oh, no, hit it. There we go. Okay, I have a thing. I have a thing about the consecrated beasts. I'm pretty sure that the consecrated beasts are like designed because they have so much damage reduction that it's like to fight the consecrated beasts, you have to kill them through mechanics. That's the easiest way. It's easier than just bursting them down most of the time. It's just to like kill them through their actual mechanics. You know what I mean? Okay, come on. Do that. Do that. Do that. Back. Back. And that's kind of nice. It's kind of interesting because you don't have to do a lot of damage after you deal with the mechanic to kill them. So it lowers the required DPS ceiling, or like the DPS that you need to kill them is lower than what you actually need for other enemies because you can use that mechanic. Does that make sense? And then I think I'm starting to get this rotation better. I think I do the Kokomi burst. Bro. Leave me alone. Also, I feel like I should be using Sara's buff though for this. You're dead. I just think I need to use Sara's buff before Mona's burst. That's what I think. There we go. I'm getting better at the timing too. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that was dumb. I really didn't mean to do that. Completely pointless. Just buffed my freaking Kokomi. The AoE on that's pretty nice. Can you stop? Whoa, those are what the dang, 75% damage. No, don't teleport. Okay. I was like, are you seriously gonna teleport away? Look at those damage good. Okay, I will answer your question. I'm sorry, Waradika. I will answer it in just a minute here. I do see it. This team is like too easy. It's like auto damage. It's not too easy. It's very calming because I feel like I literally am doing nothing. Dude, although that oh, okay, now I'm not doing nothing. Now I'm doing something. I'm running for my dang life. Oh, my poor Kuki. Or not Kuki. Oh, Nahida. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. Oh boy. Can you? Okay, here we go. Okay, die. Okay, die. You die now. You die now. Thank you. She actually lived. My Nahida lived. Am I gonna try Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves? I'm definitely gonna play Wuthering Waves because I'm a PGR fan. I love PGR. So Wuthering Waves for sure, but Honkai Star Rail is just not my cup of tea. So I will not be partaking in the rails of the stars. As much as that might disappoint. Well, I actually don't know if anyone really cares. You know what I mean? But the point being, oh, I did it again. You know what? Screw it. Let's just see what happens. Still doing a lot of damage. Not vaping everything. Wait. Okay. Still need that. Give me that. That. There we go. Finish it off with the punch. The downward slam punch. Oh, she did die. Oh no. Okay, well, we can finish it. I actually don't think she would have really done all that much in this fight anyway. Not gonna lie. Oh, that was really dumb. Oh. Hey, can you die? Thanks. Okay. That's cool too though. You can just, yeah, you can just, yep. Okay, you're gonna... Damn. Yeah. Okay, now you can... Yep, there's all the damage. Boop! Oh, that was juicy. All those hyper blooms. Where you at? Why are you not damageable? Stop it. Oh my god, you're so annoying. Here. Die. Yes. Yes, you die. All right. Now I'm gonna back out. Wait. Do I have to end my run? If I heal my Nahida, will it just... She won't be spawned and healed, right? I have to actually... I have to like... What is it? Oh, it didn't continue the run. Okay. So... Wait. Go here. Consecrated beasts are a pain. They're bullet spongy on top of having super armor and scoring low-key undodgeable attack string. Yeah, so like, but that's what I mean though, is like, I think that the game, they're gonna start introducing a lot more enemies that are like that are like nigh unkillable, and also either nigh unkillable or do a bunch of damage. Like I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more mobs that can take out a shield in 1 or 2 hits. Like the triple Magu Kenki, I think we're gonna start seeing enemies like the consecrated beasts that do damage like that. And slow healing or mediocre shields are gonna be like wet tissue paper. And so it's going to up the demands of survivability so that people that are running just like really minimal survival teams are going to struggle even more. It's like kind of the same idea of what they're doing with corrosion, where they're trying to not force, but they're trying to make it so that, you know, healing is more useful, like has more meta value in the sense that like you have to actually use it to get through, because people always make the argument, well, you can clear without it. And so it's like people then they're just like, you know, I just won't bring a healer. I don't need one. And it's like, well, you might not need one, but so, you know, same thing with the consecrated beasts. I mean, if you're good at dodging, I frame it, buddy. But if you're not good at dodging, then I highly recommend you learn to team build. Do some good teams. Okay, here we go. We're gonna crush it. We're gonna 36 star this abyss. I actually don't feel like this team has really struggled. My Dia team, other than my own inadequacy of not really knowing how to, but this is floor 12, so this is the test, right? So we just got there, that, there, that. Oh. Yep. Oh. Oh, killer. Yeah, killer. Yes. Yes. Ow. Killer. No, hurry. Please. Please die. Thank you. Okay, now, here we go. We use the buff. We use the burst. Oh my god, we're doing it. Come. Oh, did you see that vape? That 43,000 vape? I just got way too excited about that. Well, this guy's goose is cooked. My friend is juggled to death. Oh, hello, new enemy. Would you like to spar? Hurry. I need my... Do I not have Dia's burst? Oh god, I need more energy recharge on her. Okay. Well, then we're just gonna go through the normal rotation. What L is that? Cryo? Okay, so catch that, do that, and there we go. Don't miss. I actually don't know if Mona's buff does anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's... Also, I don't think the field does damage unless you're actually proccing damage. So like right now, I don't think her field is doing damage, which is annoying. Albedo is like that, and yeah. I wonder if that's something that they'll ever, like, I don't know if that's intentional or not. I kind of highly doubt it is, but it's sort of so that you can't, I don't know. It's like, I guess the Abyss mages are like that too. Oh, this is only first half. Oh, okay. So yeah, I need to play better or something. This shield is not going down fast enough. I think I need more. I think I just need something. Oh, the ER would probably help a lot if I had more ER. Sully's skill cannot touch that thing. Yeah.
Care for a dance? Dance with me. The show's only
Rude.
just begun.
Bro,
I know you're testing my patience.
you want to put me in a cage? I'll just spam all my bursts. Wow, you got HP.
Not done yet.
Okay. Let's do something different. I'm gonna need to work on this team for it to be able to handle Abyss. And also, it just seems like it's kind of a bad team synergy because I use Kokomi for a large part of that rotation. Oops. And she's not very effective against cryo shields. Okay. So let's wait, what are they? Frost, Magu Kenki. None of my, I don't really have a lot of teams that I like to play that would demolish this guy. They're countering me really hard with this cryo guy. I was like, my freeze team, I can't do it. And then the second half. Okay, so I could do my freeze team on the second half. Let's just do that. And then we'll put, I don't know, maybe my Tignari team would chew through it pretty quick. And I can actually use Sara, so I can do my Kuki or my, yeah, let's do Nahida, Kuki, Sara, Tignari. Pyro DPS? I mean, yeah. I just don't like playing Pyro DPSs. Like, I could just slot in a Hu Tao team and go to town, right? But, like, I don't like playing Hu Tao. So, to be totally honest, I'd, like, if it's just to get it done, I'd rather just not do it at this point in my Genshin career than play units that I don't want to play. But I mean, if I can just get through it with units that I like to play, it's great. Like, I just don't want to, I don't like whipping out like a unit that I don't really play just to like clear a chamber. You know what I mean? It's just not how I like to do it. Hi, buddy. No, you stay right here. Why? Okay. I hit the burst button. It was like kind of delayed. That hyper armor that I get from Nikita's skill is kind of funny because it really doesn't look like it should give you hyper armor. Okay. Bat. Freaking rude. Stop moving. This is also taking forever. Jesus. Something I learned something crazy today that I wondered what it was, and it was that when a cryo burst is up, it shows chest piece shape. Yeah. Yeah. They all have different shapes, which is really cool. Oh, why don't I just use Ito? Would Ito work for the whole thing? Yeah, I think he would. Yeah, let's just use my Ito team. Just go bonk. Go bonk. And then freeze. There we go. The cryo burst is the only one that shows the outline of the gnosis or chest piece. Well, yes. I'm just saying they all have like a symbol that they show on the edges of them.
Your coming was foretold. Where the eternal oasis.
Wait, why is it in the wrong order? It doesn't really matter.
Flowers in Gurabad. The eternal oasis. Long way.
I'm still running my Kuki is still on Deepwood, by the way, because I don't care. All right, buddy. Let's get this health bar down. Okay, Ito, you gotta crit, my guy. Oh, this is gonna be so much better. Yep. If you don't like Pyro, if you're not a big fan, oh yeah, that Geo chonks. Oh yeah. I'm sure Pyro's probably faster still, but whatever. Okay. Hard to tell though, because I haven't tried it. Oh, Goro, you gotta give me. He can't crit. Just Ushi killed him.
Care for a dance. Dance with me.
Me.
Show's only just begun.
I'm sorry. What was that about a show? Something you had going on?
The curtain falls.
Bloop 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 bloop. Okay, rude. Oh, that's not good. I should be the one saying that to you. Bye-bye. Left him weeping on the floor. Exactly. Sunfire almost instantly eats the cryo shield. Cool. That's good. Ah, I can get my Livonius going. Okay, it would make me really happy if he would go into his iframe for me, so I don't have to waste a burst rotation. There we go. Thank you. And bonk, 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 bonk. Bonkity bonk, bonk, bonk. You're in Albedo's circle, buddy. And around we go. Yeah, hit me with your best shot. Mono, Pyro, Yoimiya. Yeah, if I had to use a Pyro for it, I would have used Yoimiya. She's my preferred Pyro DPS. Bye-bye. Hello. Goodbye. Hello, hello. Don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Hello, hello. Don't know why you say goodbye. These guys have so much HP, dude. Oh, look. A new enemy. Oh, look. A new enemy. Oh, what the heck? Are you Reinhardt? What's going on here? Is that a crossover? Hey, give me the burst. Oh, we're stacking all the damage on every possible level, in every possible way. You are so screwed! Oh, yeah. Oh. Perverted. Yeah, exactly. It was a fair Freudian slip. That's funny. That's good stuff. Oh, just one? Another one. Give me the... Oh. There's two of you. Holy crap. All the damage. All the damage. Oh my friend. crap, that was nutty. Thank you, Kooky C6. Huh? Oh, I'll be honest. I have not fought this boss. How do you? Oh, I'm already annoyed. Arr! 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 Is it gonna do that thing where it moves all the time and I'm gonna instantly regret putting down my field effects? Oh my god. I hate you. At least it moves kind of slow, I guess. Whatever. Oh my god. Where does it even do anything? Or is this literally the whole fight? Is this it? Is this the apex of try to wait, let's see let's see what? Did I do good? Was that good? I honestly don't know. Am I do good? No! I missed the tail. And now we're just back to doing this again? Oh man. I'm not gonna. You're literally wasting my time. I don't care. I'm not redoing Abyss just because like this boss spends half of the fight underground. I'm not redoing it. I don't care. It just straight up doesn't matter. You're dead now. What? No, what? What's happening? Yeah. I don't care. Barely able to 3-star that chamber with your Hu Tao team. When it's knocked down, it has normal. Yeah, I get that, but like, it spends 90% of the fight underground. So like, ugh. That's an awful boss to put in the Abyss. I demand that we don't put bosses in the Abyss when they literally just waste your time. You got 0 stars. Hey, don't worry about it. It don't matter. Oh. It's more annoying than the Proto Drake in some aspects. Like, the weekly bosses are so good. I just don't like the world bosses with all these weird mechanics that they put in the Abyss. Like, if there wasn't a timer, it wouldn't matter. But the fact that there's a timer and they're making you, you know, sit there and wait, it's really annoying. Why does that still have an exclamation mark? You're done. Oh. Guess I should grab the rewards. When will they introduce Ursa, the Drake? The boss. Yeah, bosses that go underground shouldn't be in the Abyss, yeah. And a stupid amount of defense. Yeah, well, it's not like Wash mentioned, it's about the mechanics. You're supposed to fight it when it's down, like the Wolfhound. But I have the same issue with the Wolfhound in the Abyss. Like, the Wolfhound sucks. It shouldn't be in the Abyss. I mean, like, in the world, it's fine. Just, it shouldn't be in the Abyss. Unless, like, look, they have some floors where it's like tower defense, right? And if it's tower defense, like, why not have those boss floors either have a longer timer, or for those specific floors with those specific chambers, you change it to none of your teammates died. Like, you killed the boss without dying, or without taking a certain amount of damage, or something like that. I don't know. It's just freaking annoying when it's based on time and it's literally designed to waste your time. Anyway, I am gonna take a very quick break. You need to have a consistent geo applicator for Warlord. If you can't kill it before the yeah. They actually upped its resistance for Abyss. It has less than the overall. Oh, they shouldn't have made it tankier like that. That's a mistake. I was barely doing any damage to it. I was doing like 25% of my total damage before it went into its down state. So, I mean, I probably should have just kept, like, I should have just made, you know, not done, I should have just tried to do more damage during the down state, but I just don't care. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. Okay. So, here's some Dia. And I will return in a few minutes. Oh. Okay. Short break. I know. Here, I'm gonna check Twitch. Oh, Zaz, I'm sorry. I didn't. Why am I not seeing your Twitch? Zaz was on Twitch. Just dropping hi, say hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see any Twitch chats. Oop. My bad, Zaz. Oh, I gotta swap back to YouTube. There we go. Mechanical array is annoying but doable. Yeah, like a lot of them are okay, but like some of the like the Wolf Lord and some of the newer ones are a little annoying. Okay. Let's. I gotta dump my resin somewhere, so I don't know. Let's just dump it in the tenacity domain. Domain. Managed to clear this abyss, but yeah, that was annoying. That was definitely annoying. No bueno. I don't know what's gonna be the best here. Oh, I don't really care. Oh, let's just do this. I don't even think I grabbed the buff. Yeah, I don't think I did. Well, I hope everyone's having a good day, night, whatever it is for you. I hope you're having a good time. Hope you're doing well. And stuff. I kind of wish that the layout and the abyss floors changed a bit. Yeah, I wish maybe it was a little more. Oh, that could be possibly okay, and not amazing, but okay. What is your expectation for Fontaine based on Sumeru's improvements? Well, like, do you mean like what do I expect from actual changes in the game from it? I mean, obviously I expect everything we would probably normally expect. Oh, that was kind of dumb. I really didn't do very smart rotations here, but that's okay because it doesn't matter. My expectation for Fontaine is to have more artifacts in my strong box. Yeah, definitely. I mean, artifact strong box getting updated is a really good precedent because it'll help keep, like, if you had to start from scratch without artifact strong box updating, it would be a pain in the butt to get caught up with everybody, like where everybody is. Like you'd have to farm so many sets. But now you can be a little more selective. You want a strong box farm your Ito eventually? Yeah, I feel that. And now we can pretty much guarantee that it will happen. It's just, it's just gonna lag behind, you know, which is fine. Oh, I didn't have enough. Heal. Yao Yao's burst healing is really nice. How's that electro resistance doing you? Huh? Yeah, for me, I don't know. I mean, I expect a lot of Hydro units. I expect probably, I think, if anything changes or if we get anything interesting or new or whatever from Fontaine is the high-tech society, so like, you know, there's the potential that we'll get like
a bunch of gadgets, like new gadgets that are actually more interesting than previous regions, because usually the gadgets are a little bit like, you know, pointless or kind of just there. But we might actually get some gadgets that are big W's. Oops. Or maybe, like, I was thinking about this. Maybe we'll get a gadget for swapping gadgets. You know what I mean? That would be pretty useful, especially with all these events that we get where it's like, oh, that was dumb. Where they like give us a gadget for the event and you're like swapping between that, and I like to use the feather thing for flying around. But it's annoying to have to swap between that and other things. Do I know about the leaks? I mean, I heard that there were leaks, but as I've stated before, I do not look at leaks. Personally, my enjoyment of the game has vastly improved since I stopped looking at leaks. So that is my approach to the game. Is just like, I find it more enjoyable when I see things on a live stream and it's like, oh, it's my first time seeing this, that's so cool, versus I feel like a lot of people that look at leaks have this kind of like, yeah, I knew that, yeah, I already knew that kind of attitude, and it just sort of just, I don't know, it's like I just want to wait, what am I doing? Oh, resin. I ran to Catherine. Oh boy. Hey Timmy, how was your date, Timaeus? I wonder if he has any new dialogue after that wind bloom thing. Probably not, since it was an event. I doubt he has any. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. I'm almost at the end of there. Next patch, we will have a standard wishing session. And make sure you guys grab your wishes if you have it from Stardust Exchange, because those are gonna go away soon. But yeah, I have some standard wishes saved up. Maybe we'll snag a Dia. Let's see what my pity is like. Okay, like 5 pages, so not a lot of pity. Not a lot of pity. I feel like just doing some face cam. Honestly, let's just do some face cam for a little bit. I thought about doing quests, but I'm kind of tired today. I don't really feel like doing a quest right now. Abyss was fun until I got to the end, and then I got frustrated. But yeah, that's why I wish like the power spike from 11 to 12 is too much, and I feel like it would be more fun if I felt like, I don't know, I enjoy the earlier floors of Abyss because it actually feels like you're getting to try out your teams and do, like, floor 11 feels really good. Man, I hope I can stop seeing the leaks. My social media homepage are all about those leaks. How do you not meet one of... Oh, okay. Well, it's like, for me, I don't use Twitter. I don't use social media. And on my YouTube page, every time I see a leak video, before it like auto plays or does anything, I hit don't recommend this channel, and it just, you know, hides the video and hides the channel. So that's just how I do it. Over time, it you know, kind of learns to stop showing it to you. But when a bunch of leaks come out at once and a bunch of new leak channels are made, that's when I see a lot of stuff pop up on my home feed. But again, I just hit don't recommend, and I end up not seeing any of it. It's kind of nice though, to be honest. It is kind of nice. It's a little less like I don't feel like I constantly have to know every little detail, every single update about every little tiny thing that happens. And it's just, you know, when the unit comes out, I test them, I build my opinions and judgments there, which is kind of like, honestly, it puts me at a disadvantage from like there's a lot of content creators that get access to the media servers where they get to like
test out the units for like a week in advance or whatever. And then there's also the leak stuff where people get to like look at the kits and plan teams and do stuff before they even have the unit. Whereas like I don't look at leaks at all. So I have to build all my opinions from zero knowledge on the day the unit is released or whatever. And I don't pre-farm and all that other stuff. So it's just like, it means that I'm like, you know, my, you know, I don't have all of the answers as quickly, but it makes me less reactionary. I take my time to form my opinions. I've started to enjoy reaction-based teams more, but still prefer raw elemental damage. Yeah, I mean, raw elemental damage is more cozy, but reactions are definitely really satisfying. It is hard though, especially if you're browsing through something like Twitter. Yeah, I don't use Twitter, but I can imagine that Twitter's pretty crazy. I even got spoiled by leaks on Hoyolab. Yeah, I'd imagine that even Hoyolab has their fair amount of like people sharing leaks. I only pre-farm for units I know for certain I'll get. Yeah, fair enough. I actually kind of enjoy the process of building units, so that's why I don't really pre-farm, because it's just, I just enjoy it. And having everything ready and just hitting like upgrade a bunch, it's like I like to see the damage go up as I upgrade the talent, like how much am I getting per talent level or whatever. It's just kind of nice. I do look at leaks though, but possibly considering a break from them because you're tired of the drama related to leaks. Yeah, a lot of people that look at leaks are the very hardcore, cynical people who split every hair and sweat every detail, and it's very reactionary. A lot of the doom posting comes from leaks. We have unconfirmed data. We don't know how a unit's going to perform, and yet people are building, they have all of these opinions about, you know, how the unit's going to be, and they're not even out yet. And all of that stuff, like everything you learn in the beta could change. You know what I mean? I mean, they're not going to redesign a kit overnight, but like at the same time, if you're complaining about something specific like damage or elemental application or energy or whatever, all of that stuff can change prior to release. So it's not worth really, in my opinion, looking at all or worrying about at all. Let me check Twitch here, make sure it's still running. Still running. You get your raw elemental damage kicks from your Edo team. Yeah, Edo is a really good way to get into that like non-reaction meta. He's so strong and really easy and fun to play. And somewhat Skara. Yeah, Skara can be that way too now, actually. Yeah, I really like doing Yelan, Layla, Skara with Jean. That's a really fun one. Farazan is also pretty good with Jean, with Skara, obviously. I agree, especially when you have a while till the banner ends to decide to pull or not. Exactly. Like we get like weeks, you know what I mean? And like if you're unsure, you know, just wait for a rerun. I mean, it's a little risky. Some units do take like a full year to rerun, but most units don't. And I mean, that's literally what I'm going to do with Baiju. I know nothing about Baiju. I know nothing of his kit. If he's good at C0, when I see him on release, I might try to pull him. But, like, you know, I'm going to have time to decide that. And I don't feel like I need to look up leaks right now to decide if, you know, like, it's just... Like, I'm saving my Primo Gems anyway. So, like, I don't know. Also, I think people, when they look at leaks, tend to overcomplicate things a lot. Like, yes, it does help to know who's coming, but at the same time, they've started doing better with their marketing to the point where, like, generally speaking, I feel like we always know who's in the next patch. You know what I mean? Like, we always know kind of 1 or 2 patches ahead. 2 patches ahead is sort of like guesstimating, But one patch ahead is pretty much confirmed now because we have the drip marketing, and besides that, we've been through enough banner cycles that it's kind of easy to predict who's gonna pop up when and where and with who, and you know, whatever. And yeah, so like I see a lot of video, like I think I saw some videos from like Sekapoko where he was like doing banner speculations and predictions, and he was pretty accurate using just past data as the reference point for like what we would expect. Some people prefer to wait until the announcement live stream. Yeah. People get too caught up in having to pull as soon as the banner drops. That's absolutely true. It's true. Very true. Very true. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I don't mean to be so sleepy on camera, but I'm sleepy. Just the way it is, dude. Just the way it is. Yeah, so we'll probably do quests next time we do Genshin, but Sunday will be variety, and we'll probably be doing Monster Hunter. I don't know what I'm gonna do on variety day. On my own time, I've been playing a little bit of, I played a lot of V Rising until I hit like sort of the end game, and they're gonna be adding more content soon for V Rising in a couple months. So I'm sort of just gonna wait for the new update, and then I'm gonna be able to do that. Play the new V Rising content. I've also been playing a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn. Going through that game again because it's so good. Monster Hunter, please. Yeah, Monster Hunter is fun. I've been purposefully avoiding Monster Hunter off of stream so that I don't like play the crap out of it, you know. Rabies may be running rampant since I haven't been there. True. I'm saving for Engulfing Lightning C1. It also, like, we messed around with the Greatsword last time, and I figured out some really fun combos with the Greatsword that I wanna do some hunting for some monsters. There's a game that's coming out soonish that I saw a trailer for that's like a monster hunting game, sort of. Can't remember what it's called. It looked interesting though. Saving for Engulfing Lightning, C1, and I might come vertically. Yeah, good. Yeah, once you have pretty much like two teams you like or whatever, you know, it's good to start investing vertically because it gives you that sort of like just that long-term adaptability. If you spread yourself too thin and they eventually do release really hard content that requires vertically invested units, then, you know, you'll regret not doing that. But, you know, I think Wuthering Waves has something like Monster Hunting too. Yeah, it's probably just like boss fights. You know what I mean? Like, Kuro Games is really known for their boss fights. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, some of the bosses are humanoids. Some of them are, like, monsters, like beasts or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised by that. But, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Wuthering Waves too. I'm really picky about monster hunting games because to me, the monster hunting, like, to me, Monster Hunter is the only true monster hunting game franchise up until Wild Hearts came out. And I think Wild Hearts, other than Monster Hunter, is like the only game that I would consider a true hunter title, like a hunter genre title. You know what I mean? Because you have a game like Dauntless where it's, to me, it's just a boss fight in an arena with sort of the same paint. But I think the monster hunting genre is about more than just the fight. It's about the preparation. It's about the ecosystem of the monster that it's living in. It's about the research. What about a deer hunting simulator? Simulator. Okay, you Mr. Bass Pro Hunting. All right. Wild Hearts nailed it. Yeah, Wild Hearts is pretty good. The only thing that I've seen people complain about is that they say that the end game for Wild Hearts is too grindy and too punishing. Like usually in a monster hunting game, once you get the end game armor, it doesn't feel like a Souls game where like it'll take, you know, the monster's actual time to kill you. But in Wild Hearts, I'm seeing that like in the end game, the, what are they called? The highly volatile kimono, they will freaking like just demolish your health bar in like 1 second if you're not careful. Like and they're super aggressive. It's like fighting freaking end game Elden Ring bosses. It's really, so the end game is the counter side for Genshin. Yeah, well, it's just annoying stuff where it's like, if you want to get transmogs in Wild Hearts, if you want to like change the appearance of your armor, which really isn't that great anyway, because Wild Hearts doesn't have a lot of good armor options as far as like from what I've seen. But if you want to do that, it takes tons and tons. It'll probably, what is it? I don't know how many hunts exactly, but from my limited game knowledge, it looks like you have to hunt like 5 to 10 monsters for one piece of transmog gear, which is just insane because it's a skin for your gear, and like you shouldn't have to, like, I haven't got to endgame yet. You're making me worried. Well, it's just like it's what I've seen from Cowboy. I watched Fighting Cowboy play Wild Hearts because it's one of those games where I'll probably wait for it to go on sale. I have so many other things to keep myself occupied, you know. But Fighting Cowboy has said that like he loved the game up until he got into the highly volatile ones, and then he started to feel like it was just a little too punishing. Like when you're playing Elden Ring, it has this, like, Souls games have this specific level of challenge where it's like no matter what level you are, no matter how strong you are, you know, generally speaking, unless you're playing an OP build, if an enemy hits you 4 or 5 times, you're dead. Like, you're just dead. You're dead. And it feels like Wild Hearts carries that Souls-like feeling into the end game of Wild Hearts. Whereas Monster Hunter, it feels like the fights are like dances. So as the monsters get stronger, they take longer to kill and stuff like that. But when you get hit by a monster, you guys have seen me in Monster Hunter World if you've watched me, my streams of that, where like I'll get like comboed, like I'll get like knocked, stunned, hit 2 times, and I'm still alive. It's like you would be dead in Wild Hearts. You would be dead. You can't get beat up like that. So it's for one thing that Fighting Cowboy said was that it's like when you play a monster hunting game, at a certain point you want to shut your brain off and just hunt the monster. And Wild Hearts maybe feels a little too much like a Souls game for him, where it's like, you know, you're like constantly worried you're gonna get nuked by the boss monster. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you play a lot, it kind of mitigates that challenge. You know what I mean? And that's probably what the end game is for. Like, if anything, I think it's better to have a more challenging end game than to have a really easy end game, because I always find if the end game is really easy, when you're out of stuff to grind for, you kind of just stop. Like you're just like done. But if you have a challenging end game, even if you have all the stuff, it still makes you want to like play it, you know? Like I think of specifically, I'm thinking of what is it? Dead Cells. That's a really good example. I like roguelike games. So like Dead Cells is really challenging and fun. And so even after you unlock everything, or like have played a lot, it's just really fun to keep playing Dead Cells because the actual gameplay loop and the challenge of the game itself is what makes it interesting. Same thing with like Hades, Risk of Rain 2, any game like that, really. Sounds like it leans more towards co-op than having people pick you up if you're down. Yeah, actually. Dark Souls 2, all the bosses felt like they dealt the same amount of damage no matter the gear. Yeah, and that's generally like Souls-like games. That's why people beat it with no armor, because like you know, your armor in Dark Souls might get you one more extra, you know, you might be able to take one more hit, but it's not a lot. You seriously ride the co-op in Wild Hearts. I think that's what it is. I think that Wild Hearts is designed to be less of a solo experience, especially just with the way the monsters are just like the kimono are really aggressive, and like if you're taking all the aggro, I just feel like it'd be really hard to prepare some of your attack screens. Also, you got to like build stuff, you know, if the monster's constantly attacking you, it's just hard to focus. I am looking forward to trying out Wild Hearts though. I'm seriously waiting for it to go on sale. That, and I'm also waiting for Hogwarts Legacy to go on sale. Those are the two games that I haven't bought that I'm like interested in playing, but I'm sort of just waiting around for, you know, sales or something. Here, I'm just gonna exit out of Genshin because I feel like we're done with it for right now, and we're just chatting. So I'm just gonna save my computer the energy. There we go. The armor's for aesthetics and PvP and Dark Souls from yeah, exactly. Which is fine. It's fine. Like honestly, I kind of like that with Elden Ring, at least, is like none of the armor is exceptionally amazing. It's not going to make the biggest difference for you. So like you can sort of dress for fashion and it's not like the end of the world. There are stat differences, but like the stat differences are easily mitigated by just being a little bit better at the game, you know, learning to roll a little bit better. And the armor is certainly not going to make up for a lack of skill, which is sort of the point. Fits the way the game plays. Yes. Yeah. And it's more realistic that way. Like I always thought that was super weird in games when you have like a, I don't know, chainmail shirt or whatever, and then you know, upgrade to a slightly better chainmail shirt, and it just, I don't know, it's all chainmail. Like armor is armor. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, like in real life. Okay, I don't want to get down on that whole rabbit hole, but point is, my brain is mushy. I don't know if I said bye to King Flame, but bye. Goodbye. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna last much longer, guys. I'm sleepy. I'm bad. I sleepy. Freddy's demanding all the attentions. Freddy, did you just poop? Is that why you want attention? Lately, he's been doing this thing where he'll go take a big dump, and he'll come over to me and he'll be like, "Hey, I want pets because I just took a big poop and I feel good." And then he jumps up on my lap and he smells like poop. He smells like he just pooed, you know? Or they have like, they carry the smell of the litter box for a few minutes. Yeah, Fred. You're a good boy. Oh. Whew. I'm so glad that Lay's helping me with the editing. It's so good. I hate editing so much. Can't stand it. Nihita says it's good to take a big doop. We do enjoy a good doop. A good poopy de poo. Oh, what else am I looking forward to? Dead Island 2 is like less than a month away. less than a month away. And there are some people that are kind of upset that Dead Island 2 looks like a more compact experience. But I don't know. It kind of looks like Dead Island 2 is sort of like not trying to waste your time. Like, it's not trying to have this big bloated open world that's full of nothing. Like, they have... I mean, from what I've seen, Dead Island 2 has like 10 zones, and they all are individual maps, and they're all very rather large and full of stuff. And so I would rather have 10 full maps than, you know what I mean, like some big empty freaking open world. This year has a lot of things to look forward to. Oh yeah, for sure. This year's gonna be big for game releases. But yeah, Dead Island 1 was insanely fun. And Dead Island 1, they say that the first Dead Island is open world, and it like sort of is, but also the first Dead Island was also linear, like in a way. Like there were certain paths that you could take in Dead Island, the first one, and it's not like you could climb walls or anything, so you were still limited in your pathing. And so I really feel like it's not going to be that much different than the first one in that respect. I hope Zenless Zone comes out this year. Interesting. I want Wuthering Waves this year for sure. Dead Island is something I'm really looking forward to for sure. A couple of the games that I was looking forward to already came out, so that's good. We've already got hit with some releases. I'm trying to think of what's later this year though. Honestly, right now with my tired brain, it's hard to think of them, but there are and there's also some games that are like potentially going to be really good, you know, games that have promise. Ready? Come here, bud. Come here. Stream wants to marvel at your cuteness. That dragon polearm sword boy. Oh, also, Project Zomboid is getting a massive update this year. Project Zomboid is getting the crafting overhaul, as well as animals in Build 42 here in like probably a couple months, 2-3 months, and that's gonna change that game forever, for the better too. So that's good. Isn't that right, Freddy? Are you excited? Are you excited? Also, Sons of the Forest came out. Early access, which I showed you guys a little bit of. And they've already had some pretty chonky updates for it. Like, I'm rather impressed what End Night can do on like a bi-weekly basis with updates. Yes. Yes. Yeah, the updates have been pretty packed for how fast they came out. Yeah, like I remember streaming it and I was complaining about how firewood doesn't disappear when it's used up, and so you have to like destroy your fire and then put it back down. They fixed that already. They've been so fast to fix things. It's very clear that they're paying attention to what people are you know, experiencing. They actually, like, they pushed out an update that changed some of the looting, where they made it so that like certain loot would stop respawning, and then people got upset because like they didn't really have a good solution for getting rid of that feature, and they put it back in like the day after, like literally the day after. They were like, hot fix, we reverted it, sorry. You know, it's like, it's nice to see that kind of, like, oftentimes it feels like developers don't react at all to, you know, like big AAA developers. They've already got a plan. Like, they don't care what we say. You know what I mean? But if you got smaller developers that are able to listen and, you know. Oh God, Freddy. So much fur. Personally, I haven't been playing a lot of Sons of the Forest because there are so many updates coming out. Like, honestly, okay, so like with Project Zomboid, I find that after a bunch of updates, I just want to restart because there's so many new features, and some of them will be added into a current game, but some of them are things that like you have to restart to experience. And so like often with these early access games, I try not to play them too hard. Like I try not to destroy my willpower to enjoy the game further, because I know that the game is going to receive a ton of updates, and I would say in probably 2-3 months, Sons of the Forest is going to be this incredible game. And unfortunately, a lot of the people that are playing it right now are going to fall off because they're going to play it to death before updates ever come out. You know, and those updates are not going to satisfy them. Well, maybe they will every 2 weeks. I mean, it's really fast. It's really fast. Like, very surprising. Honestly, I haven't looked since the recent patch came out. I haven't looked to see if it says that the next patch is 2 weeks away. Like, it says on the homepage when the next patch is. And if it's every 2 weeks for like until further notice, that's gonna be shocking. Shocking. Zenless Zone looks good. You know, I am tempted to try Zenless Zone. Honestly, the thing that I said just honestly a lot. When I get tired, I like just I just word vomit. The thing that I'm looking forward to the most with Zenless Zone is the comic style story stuff they have. It looks really good. They have some like really good comic art that they're doing for it, and it actually looks. It makes me want to play it for the freaking story. I just hope that Zenless Zone Zero isn't too grindy. Like, I don't think it will be. I think, you know, that's something Hoyo is gonna kind of learned from Honkai. It's like Honkai is really hard for anyone to get into because it's kind of gatekeepy with all the content and all the stuff you got to catch up on, and all the stuff that all the grindiness, all the dailies. It's a lot. And so I think they don't want to bog down their games with so much crap that people feel like they can't jump in and play. And like Genshin, if you were to start it now, it has a lot of content. Like, if you were to start Genshin, you probably got over 100, easily over 100 hours of content for free, right? So the game is constantly getting more content, but it's not the same kind of it's not in the same way as Honkai. It's hard to explain. Honkai like added on system over system over system, so that it's not like with Genshin, there aren't a lot of overlapping systems that are really complicated, like menus upon menus upon menus upon all this, you know, like it's rather simple in terms of like that kind of stuff compared to a lot of these other games. Especially compared to Honkai. Tried and give up quick on Honkai. Yeah, I got to chapter 19 or 20 or something like that, and then the dailies were just too much. I did like the story though. was really good. Got to chapter 12 in Honkai, like the story, not so much the game. Yeah, same. It's kind of how I felt. Like, for that kind of combat, I liked, God, I can't even remember the name of the game. I can't remember what it's called. What's that one anime game we all, what's that one game we all played and we stopped? Because the dailies were too long. I can't remember. Holy crap, my brain is so mushy right now. Well, anyway, Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy? Yes. Tower of Fantasy. Yeah. Thank you. So, like, I thought Tower of Fantasy's combat was more fun than Honkai. Like, I preferred Tower of Fantasy's combat system to Honkai's combat system. Even though they're pretty similar, like, I just thought Tower of Fantasy was more fun than Honkai. But the story was obviously better in Honkai. Like, Honkai's story is way better than Tower of Fantasy. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down. Okay, I've been rambling at you guys for a while now. The viewer count is steadily dropping. Every time I make another little, like, brain fart, someone else is like, yeah, this Flowcat is off their rocker. They gotta go to the loony bin. No, but 2F story is kind of meh. Yeah, it's very meh. It's more than meh. It's like yeah, no, it's actually just kind of meh. It's like it falls in that unfortunate valley where it's like if a story is really bad, it's kind of entertaining because it's so bad, it's kind of funny or whatever. But if it's really good, I mean, it's obviously really good. But if the story is like kind of just okay, but not really that bad, it falls in that forgettable territory, and that's where Tower Fantasy story is. It like I would play a story quest for Tower Fantasy, and then like 2 days later, I'd be like, what was happened? What was I supposed to do? Why are we doing? You know, and that's not a good. You don't want to be like unsure. You know, like that's not good. So, yeah, unfortunate, but it's okay. I mean, you know, lots of games have bad stories and get away with it just fine. I'm sure Tower Fantasy will be okay. It's just, yeah, everything was meh besides the combat. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, the combat was really fun and engaging, and the initial loot explosion of summons that you get, like the insane amount of summons you get when you start playing that game, is really fun too. But like once your teams settle in and you're just into the daily grind of Tower of Fantasy, it's no longer fun, because then you're not like you're just grinding dailies. Oh, another game that's coming out this year that I'm excited about, Soulcraft. You guys know Warframe, right? I actually put a lot of hours into Warframe. Believe it or not, I played Warframe early alpha. Your tank Huma video still getting views? Yup. Every day I open up my YouTube channel, and one of my consistent videos that continues to get views is my Huma video, because Huma is queen. She's so good. Oh my god. I still think about how amazing she is in that game. I gotta give them props for making tanks good. I gotta give them props. Most games, tanks are really boring, but they did a good job with it. Yeah, well, I played a bunch of Warframe, so I put probably like over the course of years, probably 1,000 or 2 hours into it. But I don't play Warframe anymore, so you came late to the Warframe scene, kind of like Honkai. Oh, okay. I was in, like, I remember when melee weapons were not, like, you couldn't equip your melee weapon, like you couldn't hold it. It was just a button. Like in Warframe, when melee, like you just hit Y on the controller and that was your melee attack button. Now you can actually hold, like, there's so many things that game's growth was honestly really impressive. That was one of those examples of live service gaming where you're like, this is definitely how, not exactly how it should be done, but like an example of how it could be done properly, where it's like you can play the game for free, you can enjoy it for free. If you want to develop, support the developers, you can support the developers. And the game has tons of content, it's fun, and it's continually improved. Although I would say that Warframe now is sort of in the similar point where Honkai is, where Warframe, if you were to start Warframe now, the amount, I'm sure they've reduced the amount of grinding that you need to do, but I would shudder to think of the amount of grinding that you would need to do to get your Warframe account built up. I mean, I guess a lot of it does end up being preferential because it's like at a certain point you don't need more frames, you just want more frames, but like, yeah. Soulcraft looks really fun though because it's going to be by DEs. It's going to be, same people that did Warframe, but they're going to be focusing on a more of like a fantasy melee magic kind of theme, which, Warframe has a little bit of that like sci-fi magic or whatever, but like I'm interested to see what they do with it. And apparently I think it's going to be more open world based or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm excited to see how that is. You're looking forward to it since you can get in from the start? Yeah. Yeah, and it'll probably be similar to Warframe where it's like a very basic thing and then it just gets better over time. But I'm confident, like Warframe's combat is very satisfying. It's very fun. Like Warframe, I put so many hours into Warframe because the procedural generation and the fun combat and having new frames to try, like it's kind of, it just brings you back. Freddy's got some boogers. I'm gonna pick his nose. Very fluid. Yeah, it is once you learn. It is once you learn how to do it. At first it's really jittery and jarring and the movement's like explosive as crap, but once you kind of get it down, like the bullet jumping and stuff, it's very fun. Very fast. Okay, guys, I'm tired. Freddy's got a bunch of boogers that I gotta pick out of his nose. And yeah, I'm freaking tired. So look forward to a video coming out, like, I think the channel trailer Lay said would be done by Saturday? I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But we're working on stuff. We're working on new actual content other than streams. Make sure you guys have liked if you haven't. And hey, please, if you wouldn't mind helping me grow, word of mouth, recommend my channel to anyone that you know that plays Genshin or whatever. And see you, Shane. Have a good one. And to everyone else, I will see you on Sunday if you are here for some Monster Hunter. And until next time, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Peace.